trout.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special MagicCon Chicago episode of North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander Throwdown. My name is Wheeler, and joining me, as always,
It's Surge.
No, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. It's Rachel Weeks.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for joining us, Rachel.
I'm so excited to be here.
We are very excited to have you here. And everything else we do, I'm not saying that going to patreon.com/loadingreadyrun supports this hotel.
No.
But, it lets us get to here and get Rachel here.
Which supports the hotel.
Which supports the hotel.
Which you care about.
No, well, what they care about is maybe Canadian Highlander, our deck lists, and more information on the format and everything that can be found in the description down below. I am playing a Jeskai Midrange deck today. This is, in fact, Trenton's list. Trenton, one of my co-hosts from the year-end championship tournament, one of the commentators. As well as just a really good Magic player, a swell guy, and my kryptonite in Magic the Gathering. One of the few players locally that has, actually might even be the only player locally that has a positive win rate against. Maybe no Robin, but we'll get to him later. And while I don't entirely agree with every decision in this particular list of Jeskai, it's Trenton, so I'm going to trust him.
Yeah.
My points are Ancestral Recall, Mystical Tutor, and then Dig Through Time that I kind of wish was 4th Aerolingus, but I'm not gonna. Why? I don't even care. It's not like I genuinely lost sleep thinking I should be playing 4th in this deck.
Where can I find one in the city of Chicago?
Yeah. So what are you playing?
I'm playing a Sultai Seekerwalk list that does graveyard stuff as well. It's one that I built and have sort of played with a few times, and it's a combination of like Nadu lists and Abzan Delirium lists and all sorts of different things that I have spackled together into a big old value pile. So we'll see what it does.
And what are your points?
What a good question. 6 points for Time Walk, 2 points for Vampiric Tutor, and then I've got Psychic Frog and Reanimate.
Ooh, okie dokie. Now, if you've watched this show before, you know that Rachel always wins the die roll.
Yeah, every time. And I always sit in this seat.
Every time. Yeah, that's really going to piss people off. What? That's where Ben sits. You get to go first. Good luck. Let's have a good one.
Let's do it. I'm going to start things off by playing a Wooded Foothills, and I will pass to Yi.
Draw. I will play a Tundra and pass the turn.
I will do a Sacrifice.
Yeah, you will.
Going to 19. Yep. And I think I just want a little Surveil land.
Oh.
Just a little, not the one that I thought I was going to get.
Cheeky little Surveil.
Yeah. You got to match the colors, and that's the hardest part of Magic. I think we'll just get a Hidge Maze.
The hardest part of Magic is matching the colors.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
When you've got a fetch land and then you have a plan, and you assume the fetch land does everything you want in this world, including find this Hedge Maze, which is clearly impossible.
Our brains have been poisoned by triomes.
Oh, God. I was talking about how good I like Surveillance felt to play, and there were so many comments on the Command Zone video about how they were like their tap lands are not that good. It was like, you haven't played with them. I just don't know what to tell you. They're that good. If you're a little mana efficient once, you get an insane amount of value.
Or you just draw them late, and your fetch land draws you a card.
Yep.
Kind of.
There's this one. We'll do a Surveil. I'll leave that one on top. That's fine.
Okie dokie.
I will untap and draw. going to play a Scrubland and pass the turn.
This is terrifying.
It's fine.
Draw. Mountain and go.
I will flash in an Orcish Bowmaster.
See, I told you this is terrifying.
Yep.
I really hate this card.
I know. He is not... Ooh.
So I'm going to Spell Snare it.
A little spell snare?
As a treat. A Zauberschlinge.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Do what to it? I will untap and draw.
But not the army.
I'm going to play a Snow-Covered Forest as my land for turn. And then I will play an Emperor de Bones.
Yep.
I will go to combat.
While you pass if you're passing priority to me in your main phase,
Yes.
I would like to cast a Galvanic Discharge.
Oh, he will be discharged.
We can go MH3 for MH3 on this one.
Get your energy counter.
Thank you.
We'll move through combat, and second main, I'll cast a Deathrite Shaman.
That's a good one. Deathrite Shaman. I have one energy, and I have an untap, and I have a draw, and I have a and then a basic plains, and I will pass.
Okay, we'll untap and draw. Ooh. Does that change this plan? I'm going to shock in a breeding pool, going to 17. And then I'm going to attempt to unearth an Orcish Bowmasters.
Yes, that'll be fine.
Orcish Bowmasters enters the battlefield. And I make a little army.
Ooh.
Ping you for one.
I've been pinged.
Oop, hang on. Army.
Hold.
An army of one. There he is. He's got a little counter. Okay, and then I am going to pay 3 and cast a Spellseeker.
That's probably terrible for me. But also, what do I do against that? Not much. What about you? I am going to let that resolve.
Okay.
Yep.
I will search my library
Okay.
for an Ephemerate.
Yes.
It's the only white one. You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do
I
it.
believe in you.
I do too. In me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You know, being home in Chicago, it brings me out of me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Is that your jacket?
Where's my Ephemerate?
Where's my freaking
I will pass to ye.
Okie dokie. Draw. I am going to Island Cycle a Lorien Revealed. Or
That's a
as
good
we
magic
call
card.
it, an Offenbarungen in Lorien. And by we, I mean English speakers that don't speak German but will try.
But enjoy giving it a good effort.
The German viewers like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is very funny when he does not speak our language. I'm going to get a Volcanic Island. I'm going to play a Volcanic Island.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast a Magic the Gathering card.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is it one I hate?
Probably. It's one I hate. So we're usually on the same wavelength. I'm going to cast a Brotherhood's End.
Yeah, that's what I had.
I'm going to just
Fears
deal
of.
3 damage to each creature and Planeswalker.
Yeah. Well, we're going to respond.
Okay.
And I'm going to exile. Do you have any lands?
No.
No, just my wooded footsies.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And I'm going to attempt to ephemerate my Spellseeker.
Sure.
I will blinker. And I will go find... I think it's just a Green Sun Zenith at this moment. Unfortunately, this Ephemerate is going to be lost to time.
Can I read your Ephemerate? I don't think I've
Yeah.
read an English copy of this card in like 8 years.
It's helpful.
Okay. So it is a mandatory... Rebound's so weird. It's a mandatory exile when you cast it. So it's always an exile, but it's a may on whether or not you cast it. But if you don't have a target, you can't cast it.
You can't cast it. Right. That is the issue.
Yeah.
Does this get me anything else? It's an interesting thing, because normally I can go for some sort of time walk loop, but I do need Ephemerate to be involved. So, can I get a creature in play before then? No, I cannot. All right. Yeah, we're just going to get a Green Sun Zenith.
Okay.
And then Brotherhood and Resolve.
Wow.
The end of Brotherhood everywhere.
No!
A tragedy for brothers.
Thank God we're not filming this in Philadelphia.
The brothers cried out in pain.
So after I cast that Brotherhood's End, clear your board, I am going to pass the turn.
All right, I will untap, and my Ephemerate finds nothing to Ephemerate, and therefore stays in exile.
Okay.
And I will do a draw. Does that change things? I don't know. We're definitely going to try this. I'm going to cast a Time Walk.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's fine.
And then I will cast a Survival of the Fittest.
I think I have to let you keep that. Yeah.
Okay. I will untap.
Yeah.
And draw for turn 2. This was so obvious what to do a moment ago, and now I think I do this first. I'm going to cast Duress.
Yep. I have a Force of Will, which I thought about hitting on the Survival, but I feel like I can just play a Resource War against you with that card. A Memory Lapse, a Fury, and an Aragorn, King of Gondor.
Well, I can't take 2 of those, but it's good to know.
Yeah, you can only take 1 card with Duress.
Yeah, I know. It'd be so sweet. I'll take the Force.
Yep.
And now I have this Green Sun Zenith that you know about. What can I get with it that isn't an Eternal Witness, which was the original plan?
I mean, a Wall of Blossoms would go hard on this board.
You've got the Memory Lapse and the... I think... Sorry, I'm trying to think of what my list right now for
That's
2
fine.
drops in green. I was like, oh, you can find Psychic Frog. First of all, there's a Fury. Second of all, it's not green. I think I'm just gonna pass to you.
Okay. I'm going to untap. Draw. I'm going to play a Meticulous Archive and Surveil. I'm going to keep that one on top. Then I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to cast Aragorn, King of Gondor. I will introduce the Monarch. Der Monarch.
Monarch.
So I am now the Monarch. I'm going to go to my end step and draw off the Monarch.
Okay.
Here you go.
I will untap and draw for turn. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pay green and activate the Survival.
Yep.
Discarding an Ursine Monstrosity.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to do what I want into a Aragorn. So what I think we're going to do is just get an oldie but a goodie here.
Is my king getting Shriek mod?
I think he's going to get Shriek mod.
Oh, actually? Hell
I think that's like, it's either that or this. I have not cast this spell yet. Nah, this is better. I'm going to get an Oculus.
Oh, yeah, the Oculus. That's pretty good.
I think that's better on this board than Shriekmawing Aragorn and skipping my turn and leaving you with the Monarch. I will attempt to cast that Oculus.
The Oculus is going to resolve.
I'm going to exile everything except the Time Walk.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Okay, I have exactly 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I get to keep 2 things.
Oh.
We'll keep the Earth Sign. I guess Unearth is in my... Pressure is always good. Okay, and I have to spend man for that. I'm required.
Okay.
All right, that is my turn. I will pass to you.
Upkeep.
On your upkeep, I will manifest Dread.
Okay.
I'll put this one face down and put a island in my bin.
Would you like a manifest token?
Oh, yes. We're getting fancy. Thank
a little
you.
bit.
A little fancy here in the Chicago hotel room.
We get a little fancy here in the Chicago hotel room.
A little fancy?
I would like to attack. When Aragorn attacks, because I'm the monarch, creatures can't block this turn.
No blockies.
So tick 4.
I will.
Go to gain 4. I go up to 23.
I got a 13.
Second main, I'm going to cast an Opt. Scry. I'll put that on the bottom.
I see you also spend too much money on an Opt.
Yeah. And then I guess I'm going to have to pass, and I draw for being the monarch.
All right. I will untap and draw for turn. And I will go to combat.
Yep.
And tech you with a big eye.
I go to 18.
And I will take the Monarch.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you. Then I am going to attempt to cast this Green Sun Zenith for 3.
I am going to cast a remand
Boink.
targeting the Boink.
Back to my hand.
Back to your hand, and I get to draw a card.
All right. I will move to my end step and draw for Monarch.
Yep. Untap.
On your upkeep,
Yep.
I do a Manifest Dread. I will manifest that magic card and put an Abrupt Decay in my bin.
Okay.
Thank you.
Draw. That's a spicy meatball.
Hate to hear it.
Yeah. The problem is I don't know if it's a meatball I want to spice right away.
I want to let it rest, soak in the flavors.
Soak. You know me, I
Marinate
love
meatballs.
Well, I love to soak my meat.
Soak in the flavors.
Oh no. I'm going to cast Fury.
There it is.
I'm going to do 2 and 2.
Those are they. I will send an Endurance and a Birds of Paradise to the graveyard.
Okay. I am going to attack for 4.
Yeah, can't block that. I go to 19.
I go to
9, excuse me.
You go to 9. I go to 22. I get the Monarch back.
Sure do.
And then
6. That's a 9. We did it.
I'm going to play a very well-loved Caracas. Then I'm going to pass the turn and draw for Monarch.
All right. I will untap and draw. Okay. I'm going to pay green and activate the survival, discarding a Delighted Halfling.
Yes.
And then we're going to get a Shriek Mom. Because this can't continue.
I feel Oculus might be one of my biggest misses, I think, for card evaluation in a while. Where a lot of other people were very high on this from the get-go, and I'm like, I don't know, like, 6 cards.
6 is a lot.
I can see playing it in like Thought Scour, Mental Note style decks, and then it's just like, no, Canlander's a bloodbath. Like, things get killed, they get milled. You'll find a way to cast this card.
No, there's something next to the Shriekmaw that's sweet. But it doesn't stop me from getting smacked by an Aragorn repeatedly. So we will get a Shriekmaw.
Yeah.
All right. Aragorn's one of those cards that was printed in Commander, and I was like, oh, what a cool Commander. And then I saw it play in Vintage Cube, and it was like,
Yeah,
that is a stone wall.
Yeah.
That is a nightmare.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will attempt to cast this Shriekmaw.
That happens.
And I will kill Aragorn.
Triggered ability on the stack. I'm going to Caracas my Aragorn.
Yeah. Knew that. But here we are. I will go to combat.
Yeah.
I will smack you for 5.
I take 5, going down to 17. And you become the monarch.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so goddamn welcome.
And it's when Aragorn attacks.
Yes.
Nothing can block, right?
Yep. Yep.
Great. I'm going to play an Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. On my end step, I will draw for Monarch.
Yep.
And then I will do the Manifest Dread situation. Is there a way? Sure, I'll put that face down and a Boseiju in the bin.
Sure. Okay. Draw step. I'm going to play a Bloodstained Mire, and I'm going to fetch down to 16. Going to Flind? Oh, brother, I need some caffeine.
I'm going to Fletch.
I mean, I know why I
Flind.
I know why I said Flind.
A Flato.
In the Flament section down below, if you flow why I said Flind, flet flee flow. Flare. I'm going to tap 3. And I'm going to cast... Well, now I'm kind of embarrassed to do it. I should do this properly. Okay. I'll tap 3, and I'm going to cast Flage.
Flage. Yes.
I'm going to flage your manifest.
It's a Chthonian nightmare because my graveyard.
Okay. I gain 3 up to 19. I'm going to attack you with Fury.
Yep. Can't block that. Go to a 3.
And then I'm going to escape my flage.
Your flame.
My flage. Floor the flynol flurry flam.
Ooh, that's boy. A game too. Sweet.
Ooh.
Jeskai Things. Flage is my worst nightmare.
Yeah, Flage
as all creature decks.
Yeah.
Dream of Flage.
I think I was in a whole heap of trouble after that Duress lands.
Missing a couple lands in a row kept me pretty choked, and I couldn't. We ended up using the Survival 2/2 defensively, and put me in a heap of hurt. But I do think getting the Oculus was a good call.
Yeah.
Great hand against you. You just happened to have all of the interaction.
I drew pretty well for like protective spells and the Flage, obviously, to try and close. But like
the Brotherhood's End, I was worried about it.
Yes. But like you dropped that Oculus, and I looked at my hand like, oh, I have nothing. Like, you know, when you're playing a match and you're like, I feel like I'm in the driver's seat, and then your opponent does that one thing, and you go, oh, I might lose. Like that was that moment of like, I screwed up. I need my deck to do some heavy lifting.
I definitely should not have gotten the Shriek Maw. I thought about getting a Springheart Intuko because I had a land to make. I had to shock it in. Was the thing I was worried about, and just 2 Oculuses.
Oh yeah,
was sweet.
Oh, that's so dope.
It would have been really good, and I totally forgot about the Caracas because I was like, I don't know. I still wasn't going to be able to be as aggressive as I wanted with the Aragorn on board, but
I don't know if I can beat 2 Oculuses.
yeah, it was very cool. Yeah. And went for the Cowards line.
It's a tough one to kind of wrap around, right? It's just like I've got an Aragorn, a mitt full of cards. I have like a Fury.
Yeah, so
and it's just like, it's tough to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm the aggressor.
Yeah, and this deck often isn't. Like, I'm kind of fine to wait out a lot of decks. The Jeskai is not one of them, but it's because I can play the long game quite well.
Yeah.
But didn't figure that one out.
Okay, well,
Here we go.
we got a game 2.
A game 2.
Good luck.
Let's go. Good luck to you.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Jeskai was like my baby, and so I don't play that often anymore because one, I think I'm not particularly good at modern Jeskai, and also just like I've played more games with this deck than some of these youngsters will ever play. But sometimes you draw hands and you're like, if this were a Mantis Rider, I'm so back. Yeah.
One of the Jeskai players in our meta plays Mantis Rider just because he's
just
like,
kills
I just
people.
want to play it and it's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of leniency for a card that is very cool and also just can kill.
Can kill you. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this one.
Yep, same here.
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck. I will play a Verdant Catacombs. I'm gonna crack it and go find a Bayou, and I will cast a Noble Hierarch.
I'm going to go to 18. And I'm going to cast a Mental Misstep, targeting the Noble Hierarch. Yeah.
Well, I'm still going to find my Bayou.
That's and I'm so
As
happy
is
for
my
you.
right.
As is your right.
Go ahead.
I am going to draw. I'm going to play a Misty Rainforest. And I am going to pass.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Hey, what is this? Shuffle up and play? A show that neither of us. We've been on it. We've all been on it. All right.
All of us have shuffled up and played.
I had a dream where Prof banned me from that show, though. So
like,
I don't.
Oh no!
Yeah, we were trying to film by candlelight, and I couldn't read a card, and it was bad. It was not a good dream.
I'm gonna play Blooming March.
Yeah.
And cast a Deathrite Shaman.
Yep, that's good.
I will pass to you.
I'm going to fetch down to 17. I'm going to find a Meticulous Archive.
The archive itself is meticulous, eh?
Yeah. I mean, look, if a bookcase can be suspicious and is also
true.
living,
That's true. Oh, man. This archive really takes care of itself.
Self-cleaning archive.
Yeah. Self-care, organizing all the tabs, making sure all the labels are up to date.
The self-care archive. This archive was in bed by 10:30.
Impossible.
Did its face routine. That's a way humans say that. Skincare routine.
Time to do my face routine.
Honey.
Was it a good surveil?
I'll keep it on top. Draw. I'm going to play a Plateau, and then I'm going to pass.
All right, I will untap and draw this. Oh. Play a Undercity Sewers and do a surveil. I will put a Savannah in the bin.
Ah.
And then nothing. I will pass.
I just realized there's no such thing as a bad surveil.
Yeah.
You either put it in the yard because you don't want it, or it's good and you keep it on top.
Yeah.
Damn.
But if you leave it on top, like, You miss out on all the value.
Yeah, that's true. Damn, these lands are broken.
Because like otherwise it doesn't even do anything. It's just a guild gate, right?
Just a guild gate. End of turn, I'm going to try to Galvanic Discharge this Deathrite Shaman.
That is fair. I am going to eat a mental misstep.
Okay.
And have you lose 2.
So I go to 15. And I have 1 energy. Untap. Draw. I am going to ponder to start things off.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I want these, or at least I want some number of them. I'm going to stack it like that and draw. I'm going to play a Spire Bluff Canal, and I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. I will untap and draw this one. The perfect one.
It's the perfect
It's the
one.
perfect one, basically. I'm going to play a Polluted Delta. And I will sacrifice it for a Swamp.
Yep.
Just basic. I don't need anything fancy. I'm easy. Just untapped and free.
You were a little Irish at the beginning there, and then you went
I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place.
from everywhere.
You have 1 energy. I got none over here.
Oh,
We're doing an energy joke. 'Cause I'm a little tired.
it's a good joke. It's Sunday at a MagicCon, you know?
My voice is actually in much better shape than I thought it was going to be by now.
Yeah. I got home from dinner last night, and it was like 10 p.m., and I'm like, I could play more Magic. And did like a lap around the lobby, and after that, I'm like, no, I gotta go bed.
I'm too tired.
I'm too tired.
Well, I see your open mana, and I'm going to try this anyway. I'm going to cast an Undermountain Adventure.
I would not. I'm going to cast a Mana Lick.
You might. Go ahead.
If it were any other card, maybe.
Maybe you let me have it?
Yeah, it's just the initiative, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to play a Dragon's Rage Channeler. I am then going to cast a Godonkin Verbal. Dragon's Rage Channeler triggers.
That's not what Brainstorm is in German.
Yeah.
That's really good.
This is the first outing of my foil German Brainstorm, and this has literally been a white whale of mine for like 15 years.
That's
or
one I've
something.
been after
Yeah.
for a long time. Not
One,
the German one.
2, 3. Ooh. I don't actually know if that's going to be good in this spot. Maybe this card's not going to be good. Maybe neither of these cards are going to be good.
Incredible news.
I'm going to put these 2 cards on top.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play a basic Plains. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast Merchant Scroll. Dragon's Rage Channeler trigger. I'm going to bin a copy of the Wandering Emperor. So I now have Delirium.
Okay.
Then this Merchant Scroll, if it is allowed to resolve,
Please.
is going to find a copy of Force of Will.
Farce of Will.
Force of Will. First of Will, second of Negation.
Yeah.
And then I am going to pass the turn.
All right. I will untap. And draw this. Ooh. I'm going to play a Marsh Flats as my land for turn.
Yep.
And then I will do a 2Z for a Fiend Artisan.
Yep.
And it is getting buffed, and that is all for now.
Would you like to pass, or would you like to cut?
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
And would you like to pass?
I would like to pass
Okay.
also. Both of those things. It is 1, 2, 3 bigger than it appears. It's a little 4/4.
Okay. Draw. Well, I'm going to go to combat. Attack for 3 in the air.
3 it is. Down to 15. 15.
I'm going to cast a Spellseeker.
I will respond to the Spell Seeker.
Oh, no.
It's not what you think. I'm just going to cast a Shieldred's Edict and have you sacrifice a non-token creature.
Oh, no. I think I will respond still. I'm going to cast Unholy Heat, targeting the Fiend Artisan trigger. I'll put this island in my bin. And then...
let me respond. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to sacrifice a Martial Arts. I've been on to 14.
Okay.
I don't know. Unholy Heat does 6 damage.
6, yep.
So this doesn't actually do anything. But I was like, I'm going to Surveil Land, and maybe it'll be bigger. So it'll go up to 5. It'll be heated.
Okay.
Shieldred's Edict on the stack.
Yeah, this Dragon Rage Chandler's going to die.
Okay. I'm looking for the green-black Surveil Land. Green-blue Surveil Land. Hedge Maze.
Hedge Maze. Hedge Maze and the Angry Inch.
Can I even
Is
get
that
a hedge
anything?
maze with one? No, I can't get a.
No.
I can't get a hedge maze with marsh flats.
No.
That is not. They aren't magical lands that can get whatever you want.
That's why the Inch is so angry. It can't be found off the marsh flats. Full disclosure, no idea what that's about. I don't even know what it is. It's a book? A musical? Yeah? Why is Ben loading a gun?
And you say you're queer.
We did find it. It does exist. It does exist.
So the Spellseeker
Yes, go ahead.
is going to find a certain 1 mana card. Mm-hmm. Opt. No.
This is a very important opt. This is integral to the plan.
I'm going to find an Ancestry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Both players shuffling.
Oh, we did it. This is my dream. North 100 achieved.
Yay.
Chops.
I'm going to chop. I'm going to chop, don't you worry.
She is.
I'd chop to that. Ted Allen. Never mind. I'd go ahead.
I'll put a Prismatic Vista in the bin.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'll untap. And I will draw. Oi, oi, oi. Not so good.
Oh, no.
What do we do here? Nothing. Pass.
Untap. Draw. I would like to cast an Ancestral Recall targeting me. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
You could share. That's a lot of cards for one person.
I did draw all lands. I don't think you need
good.
any more. I mean, if you want more, I can give you one.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Basic Island. And I'm going to attack for 1.
Pink. Go to 13.
I'm going to pass the turn.
I will untap and draw this. The Dream. I will play a... Sure. An Ignoble Hierarch.
Yep.
And I will pass.
End of turn. Mm-hmm. I'm going to flash in a Snapcaster Mage.
It's Unholy Heat.
I would-
The mana dork I don't need.
I was thinking about Opt.
Oh, yeah. Opt, that makes sense.
I'm going to flash back an Ancestral Recall.
Is it perhaps to please kill my Ignoble Hierarch?
I don't think this is actually the correct play to make, but it is the funniest play to make. So I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to play Comet Stellar Pup.
He is so funny, isn't he? That pup.
Ha 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 ha. I got this card to 18 loyalty yesterday. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate my Comet.
Wow, that was tricksy. That was cool.
Which one was it?
I had 4.
It's a 3, so I get to -1 and return a card with mana value 2 or less.
Oh, thank God Ancestral's gone.
I will get back Unholy Heat.
Do it.
I'm going to.
Do it.
Don't rush
Right
me. I'm
now.
going to do it. I'm going to Unholy Heat your Ignoble.
There he goes.
Do I need to? No, but I got pressure.
Do I need him? No.
No. I'll attack for 3.
When did Snap come in?
End of your last turn.
End of your last turn? All right, I will go to 10.
I'm going to then play a Sacred Foundry tapped, and then I will pass the turn. Oh no, Rachel. I mean, it's been great having you here. Is it a hierarch?
It's a person.
I need to get this unholy. Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
going to play a forest.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's try and make you use your force of will, I guess. I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Evolution, sacrificing the bird's
Yeah,
paradise.
I'll force it.
There it is.
Getting rid of
I have no cards in hand.
Oh, come on. Wait, why are you booing me? I'm the bad guy.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
I have drawn lands and dorks and had this terrible card against your deck.
Yeah, it's real bad.
So bad against you.
I'm going to activate Comet.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got squirrels.
Oh, just a measly 2 power on the board
Yeah.
that defends him when he goes up.
And
That's
that also
fine.
puts him to 6 loyalty
No
for some
problem.
reason. Unbelievable. Honestly, there are a lot of things about Unfinity that I like in the casual capacity. A lot of absolutely egregious things for tournament play. And I think this one is even above stickers and attractions.
It's so bad. Like, it's like they didn't roll a 6 ever. Like,
Which,
How
if you
in-
played with this card
Yeah.
or against it, you know that's impossible.
that's impossible. You only roll 6.
You only roll 6s. I'm going to attack you for 5.
5 it is. I go to 5.
And I will then... I'll cast a cheeky preordain.
Can't wait to hit this next land drop. Commander players, it's really important to hit your land drop.
Yes. Thought of
And
both.
your dork every turn.
That's why I always play 38 and a modal double-faced one. I'm going to play Sulphur Falls as my land for the turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass.
Pass. Could be anything.
It could be anything. You're at 5? I'm going to activate Comet.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
6.
a 6, yeah. Only roll 2 more times.
Okay.
Only 2 more times.
+1 and only 2 more times.
In which you could roll 6s.
That is a 4, so I'm going to
Great.
deal 7 damage to you. I'll do 7 damage to a score. And then -2, so it goes down to
Yeah.
5. And then I get another roll.
Yeah, here we go. A 6.
Now that's
No,
another
just a
5. Okay, so now I'll deal 5 damage to you.
I will flash in an Orcish Bowmasters, which will be counterspell.
Yeah.
Oof.
Thank you,
Oh
James.
my goodness. Thank you so much.
Jeskai did get to really Jeskai.
That was
game.
maximum Jeskai edge.
Yeah.
Got flaged, got counterspelled, and ancestral twice. That's the move.
I hope it was somewhat enjoyable.
It always is.
Oh, yeah, this was a treat. I really like this. I mean, obviously restraints of filming and whatnot,
Right, yeah.
but I truthfully really like your Seekerwalk list.
Thank you.
I think it does things that other lists don't do.
Yeah.
And does it with purpose.
Thank you.
And I've really enjoyed it. And I mean, you're a great deck builder.
Thank you.
And it's incredible to see it in formats outside of Commander.
It was the whole premise was that like every Seekerwalk list I saw had infinite cut turns.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if I just took like 3
Yeah.
with like a good creature on the board? That ought to be enough
Yeah,
in most
yeah.
matchups.
Yeah. You just don't need
yeah.
the chaff.
But if I play against combo, I do lose. So that is the next arc to climb with this deck.
Isn't that? I mean, just draw your opposition agent.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
But what I was saying is that, like, I find that your because a lot of Seekerwalk lists do just kind of try to do the same thing every single game, and that gives it a lot of strength, but also
Yeah.
can be a little rough in certain matchups. But I think your list is the kind of one that would benefit from, like, it's the kind of one that I would want to see it played like 10 times on
I
camera,
know.
so you get all the different iterations. But
It's cool. It's really, really fun to play.
Yeah.
And it has some problems that need to get worked out. And I just put Nadu in because it needs Nadu in
it's
it.
Nadu.
It's Nadu. So.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I like playing it a lot.
Well-
and Canlader's my favorite. I love playing it.
I love to hear that. I love how infected the
Oh my gosh.
Like,
the
your
command
crew.
zone office is like like we have a tournament with like 10, 11 players in it, and we've been playing for months. This is our
That's so
second tournament. It's really fun.
And didn't you the last tournament? Do you know who won that last tournament?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was me.
Oh.
I was playing Death and Taxes. Everybody loved it.
Yeah. Well, if you wanna, a couple things. One, if you wanna see this list and everything else that we have, you can find that in the description below. I just want to get that out of the way.
Yeah,
We'll get
yes.
back to it when we do the proper swing. But where can people find you?
Yeah, I host the Command Zone podcast, so I talk about Commander all the time. I'm also on like Twitter and Instagram and X as Rachel Reeks. I guess I'm Rachel Weeks in Blue Sky. I'm like very businesslike. And then I play D&D every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific on a show called Better Than Heroes. That's me and 3 comedians playing D&D in space. It's very silly and it's fun.
Great.
I'm always talking about Highlander and Commander and Magic cards.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here.
it's
It
my
was
pleasure.
an absolute pleasure. Well, Rachel, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
And thank you, everybody, for watching today's episodes. Today's special MagicCon Chicago episode of North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander Throwdown. Of course, if you want to find out more information on the list we played or the format, you can check that out in the description down below, which should also include something about other episodes that we have of this, because we got 50, 60. We got a lot of episodes of this.
At least 7.
At least. And all of them are because of you and your support over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. It's because of all of you there's all of this, and all of this is done for now. And we will see you next time.
Route.